Hello and welcome back to Top Grade. My name is Spencer Miller and today I'm so excited to introduce you to a brand new selection of Canadian middle grade titles for the fall 2023 season. Today I want to start with 3 books that take a closer look at the resilience and the courage of young people. Our first title is Alone, The Journey of 3 Young Refugees. It's published by Groundwood Books, written by Paul Thom, and illustrated by Melanie Baillarger. Each year, more than 400 minors arrive alone in Canada requesting refugee status. They arrive with no parents, no adults, and are left to discover this whole new world and system all on their own. This piece of narrative nonfiction gives voice to 3 of their stories. Inside, you'll meet Afshin, Alain, and Patricia, and learn about their journeys coming to Canada. Each story is visually brought to life with powerful illustrations. Alone speaks to the courage and resilience of young people and helps build empathy and understanding of the refugee experience. Our second title is Hopeless in Hope, published by Highwater Press and written by Wanda John Kehiwin. Set in a small town in British Columbia, this is an intimate novel for teens about identity, the legacy of residential schools, and the power of compassion and forgiveness. As a 14-year-old Cree girl named Eva adjusts to life in a group home, she discovers more about her family's history and past of intergenerational trauma, and finds a way to forgive her mother for her addiction. While giving honest and accurate representation to the challenges faced by many Indigenous youth, the story has an underlying message of hope. Wanda John Kehiwin balances heartbreak with humor and writes a story that is a tribute to the resilience of Indigenous youth. Our next title is A Girl Called Echo Omnibus, published by Highwater Press, written by Katarina Vermette, with art from Scott Henderson and Donovan Yasiak. I've shared how much I love this graphic novel series. It's one of my favorites to recommend to any teacher who's interested in teaching graphic novels in their classroom. And now I'm excited to announce this omnibus edition that collects the entire series into one big book, perfect for classroom or school libraries. To remind you, this series follows Echo, a 14-year-old Métis girl, and her time-traveling adventures with her ancestors. Just like Echo and her daydreams, this is a story that readers can easily fall into. The series is set against the backdrop of key events in Canadian and Métis history, making it a great fit for the social studies classroom. This new omnibus edition includes a foreword, updated historical timeline, essays, all these extras that'll add to your classroom study. Our next 3 books focus on themes of environmentalism and overcoming eco-anxiety. We the Sea Turtles, a collection of island stories, is published by Pajama Press and written by Michelle Katarusman. This collection of 9 evocative short stories features children living on islands all over the world. And while these children are living very different lives, they share one thing in common. In a moment of need, a turtle swims up to them and changes things. These stories are very readable. They feature characters who are diverse and live in places all over the world. While the stories are quite short, they all have real stakes. There are stories about animal rescues, about escaping natural disasters, about standing up to your parents, themes that are highly relatable and easy to get into for young readers. All of these reasons make this a great recommendation for reluctant readers in your classroom. Our next selection is Lore Isle, published by Nimbus Publishing and written by Jin Kim. This middle grade fantasy follows a young man as he wanders into a magical land of mummers, sprites, fairies, and murderous pitcher plants in an attempt to save his home and his family. The world of Lore Isle is cleverly based on traditional Newfoundland folklore and contains all the elements of a good fairy tale story, like darkness and danger and redemption. This is a suspenseful, exciting adventure story with an underlying message about the importance of biodiversity. As so many young people deal with eco-anxiety and the feeling like things are never going to get better, Lore Isle opens up a place for hope. Secrets of Jarrow, the first book in the Mordecai Crow trilogy from Renegade Arts Entertainment, is from comics creator Bill Slavin. This is the post-apocalyptic whodunit I didn't know I needed. Set in a climate-ravaged world, our intrepid hero Mordecai Crow is on the search for his long-lost family. Crow arrives at an enormous fortress city searching for answers, but instead stumbles into a murderous plot and has to clear his name in order to save his life. Bill Slavin has created a really interesting world where our hero and his friends are recovering and trying to fix all of the mistakes that we humans are making today. This was a really intriguing introduction to the series, and I can't wait to see where Mordecai Crow goes next. And those are all of our books for today. On behalf of the Association of Canadian Publishers, thank you so much for watching. We also want to give a big thank you to Ontario Creates for their continued support of the Top Grade program.